part 2 in the series of Cybersecurity Essentials for Beginners. Before we start the topic, hackers and type of hackers, I would like to share that I have created a Telegram group. Whosoever is willing to join, please write in the comment box or email your mobile number at cyberpathshala@gmail.com. I will give the email ID in the description box as well. Those who are joining new, they may see the first part. I will mention the earlier video link in the description box, wherein I discussed what is information security, what is cyber security, and what is the difference between information security and cyber security, and type of questions which can be asked in the test or exam. So let's start with the today's topic, hackers and type of hackers. We will be covering who is ethical hacker, what are the types of ethical hackers, then roles and responsibilities of ethical hacker, benefits of ethical hacker, and when we say ethical hacker, we can replace the term ethical hacker with cybersecurity professional also. And what are the skills required to be an ethical hacker? So first, let us understand who is ethical hacker or who is cybersecurity professional. An ethical hacker is ideally a person who is skilled in information technology, not only information technology, into cybersecurity. He or she uses his or her technical knowledge to overcome any obstacle or sometimes to achieve a goal within a computerized system or in cyberspace, specifically related to cybersecurity. Though hacker is a negative term, hacker is someone who is always on the lookout for ways to acquire or exploit sensitive personal information, financial information, or any information about any organization which can be target of an hacker. Normally, hacker is associated with the bad guys who are working for any with any mischievous purpose, or who are not having good intentions, and normally they look for the information which is not generally accessible to a public. Hackers are highly skilled in breaching securities to gain unauthorized access to digital devices, whether it is phone, iPad, or computers, or IoT devices, meaning Internet of Things devices, or say computer networking. And they are very proficient in exploiting weaknesses in the computer network. And after exploiting the weakness, they take advantage of that. And that particular weakness can be technical or can be social in nature. So when we talk about the weakness, there are two types of weaknesses generally, technical weaknesses and social weakness. So how does hackers do target? They are extremely talented in exploiting software vulnerabilities or hardware vulnerabilities, or to exploit any weak cybersecurity practices. Suppose there is an organization wherein thousands of people are working, but if cybersecurity practices are not in place, then it becomes very easy for an hacker with bad intention to get into the organization network and take control of complete data, or even take control of complete entire computer network or entire devices, whichever is uh, installed or being used by the organization's people. So hackers do this to unauthorized access, or even sometimes to inject malware that would crumple the entire computer network of any organization. Another weakness is social weakness. So to exploit social weakness, hackers implies social engineering skills. So social engineering is done to convince the people, and especially the people who are having privileged access. And those people who are having privileged access normally are, from the management people who are having access to very critical or confidential information of any organization. So hackers target those privileged employees, and they may send them the phishing email, or they may send them any malicious link, or they may lure somehow to open infected files, or they may ask them to reveal personal information. And using this kind of information, they club it together and further use this information to access. This is done by the hackers. But if it is a ethical hacker, so ethical hacker will also do the same thing. But ethical hacker has good intention. He always or she always abide by the law. They never do any illegal thing. And whenever they have to perform such activities, they do it with the consent of the organization or the person or the individual. So why ethical hackers are doing such kind of stuff? Because they look for the vulnerabilities, they find the security loopholes, and they use their knowledge to harden the infrastructure, to fix the bugs, to harden the cybersecurity. So in cybersecurity, we use the term ethical hacker means a security professional who works ethically and always abide by the law. An ethical hacker or security professional always seeks permission or consent from his or her client or boss before doing any work. And ethical hackers or cybersecurity professionals get access to the target system only after taking the due permission, so that the organization security staff may patch a weakness in the system to prevent an intruder from abusing it. Normally, if hacking professionals adhere to basic protocols. What are those protocols? They always abide by the law. For example, if they are performing any cybersecurity audit, so they will do it with a due permission. Without permission, they won't go into it. Second protocol may be they determine the scope of investigation and size of the investigation project. Then they will report flaws in the system, whatever vulnerabilities they find in the system, they report those to the concerned person within the organization. They send detailed report to the organization explaining vulnerabilities that were conducted or that were detected during the cybersecurity audit or evaluation. They may provide full report on how to fix the bugs. It is not necessary that they always give the report how to fix the bugs. Sometimes they find the vulnerabilities and they submit the loopholes report to the management, and sometimes they may inform how to fix the bugs. It depends upon the size of the project, cost and skills of the security investigator or ethical hacker, and the overall budget of the project. And one more protocol is, keep in mind that information ethical hackers deal is very sensitive. So they are always very particular about securing the information they are dealing with. In certain cases, ethical hackers are required to sign a non-disclosure agreement in addition to extra terms and conditions imposed by their client or firm they are inspecting, depending upon the sensitivity of the data they inspect. And this is about the hackers and ethical hackers, and we can differentiate what is the actual difference between hacker and ethical hackers and how do they work. Now we talk about types of hackers.